We are currently on the brink of a very massive change in the video game industry, where one of the big three video game companies, Nintendo, is wanting to change the pricing for video games. And they're starting that off by releasing the Switch 2 with a game called Mario Kart World, and they want to price it at $80, with some even suggesting that that's $80 just for the digital copy of the game, and it very well could be $90 in America for the physical copy of the game. Well, me, I absolutely disagree with this. I think it's weird when I see my fellow content creators here on YouTube going to the Nintendo events and trying the Switch 2 and just I don't know, kind of glazing it and trying to make excuses for video games being 80 to $90, even some saying that it should just be a tough pill to swallow. Here's what I hope. I think it's time for Sega to come back and do what Nintendon't, which is put out an affordable video game console with affordable games that also run in 4K, 60 FPS, and I don't know, maybe even have their own version of Nintendo Switch Online and call it Sega Channel. I don't know if anybody remembers that or not, but it was one of my favorite things about Sega when I was a kid, was there being an online channel where I could play their video games. And Sega at the time was very ahead of their time in the market. And I know it's been 30 plus years now since they've put out their last console, but they've had a long time to figure this out. And I think now is just as good a time as any for Sega to rise up from the ashes and finally pull out another video game console and challenge Nintendo and show them that you don't do what they are doing. I don't know how Sega would go about doing this, but I would love to see it. And I'm all here for it because at the end of the day, I'm not buying a Switch 2. I refuse to give a greedy company like Nintendo my money that is going to try and head us in the direction of another video game crash. And I think it's ironic that the company that started that ended the crash is trying to start a new one. And I think it's time for Sega to come in and save the day. So let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below.